Hello. Hey everybody. How's it going? How we doing? What's everyone up to? Let's see. Hi Ash. Hi Wolfie. Hi Odessa. Hi Changeling. Hey Aster, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But you see, before I had to delay stream because I was eating dinner with my mom and then she stopped and she turned and she looked at me and she said, Aster, do you want to go get some ice cream? I was like, yes, absolutely. So sorry, I blew you guys off for some ice cream. But don't worry, I'm here now. And my belly is full of milkshake. Hell yeah, hell yeah. We brought the dog too, so she got her pup cup. She's very she knows now when we go to the ice cream place. So when she sees someone walking up to her carrying the ice cream in their arms, she goes fucking crazy. She's like, "Give me my pup cup! I need it now!" Valid reason for delaying stream. Oh yeah. At first I was like, well, I have something to do. But then I was like, well, I guess I can just push a bag of it. I'm already starting earlier than usual, so. Aster left to get the milk and ice cream. Yeah, but I came back. I came back, don't worry. Aster's here now to watch all her lovely asteroids. You just kill me, Ash? That was so rude. Did bomb not work? There we go. See, it was good to get ice cream because earlier today I went in for my checkup for my root canal. It was just like they're just like, oh, it's been like 6 months. You should come in and we'll check it up to make sure everything's good. And everything was good. They're like, you're all good. See you later. So you know what? That's my reward. More sugar for my teeth. Thank you. He refused to bomb you? Coward. Throw that bomb. Throw it right at me. Even if Aster is low on mana, she can still hurt you, Ash, with her knife. Yeah, you always gotta keep your short range melee weapons on you, just in case. Let's see if bomb will work this time. See, what else did I get up to today? You know what else I've been doing today? I've been sneezing a lot. I think there's some kind of pollen in the air and the windows were open. Earlier today, no one else was home, so I was like upstairs playing the piano and people had left the windows open and I was just sneezing. I'd be like in the middle of a song and I'd have to stop and be like, achoo! So I don't know what it is. I'm not usually someone who's like super affected by seasonal allergies, but there's definitely something there making me sneeze because I've been doing it a lot. Will that be a toggle on Aster 2.0? I would like to have a gun toggle. I think that'd be funny, but I also think rigging a gun would absolutely suck. But I think Bree bought like a customizable gun hand off of Etsy. So maybe I could do that, though. The only thing about using the customizable hands is that like my model has gloves on it, so it's not always very convincing that it's my hand. Cast iron skillet is the perfect weapon for a mage. It's multi-purpose. You can whack people with it, you can cook things with it, you can use your trusty frying pan as a drying pan, in the great words of Brock from Pokemon. Interesting, the bombs aren't placing? Or are they just not working? Huh. I wonder if that's an issue on Stream Avatar's end or not. There we go. Changeling had a bomb. Let me see. Will my bomb work? Yeah, my bomb works. They're just not working for you, Ash. Oh, there you go. You got a bomb. And you took a tumble. It would be fun. There are toggles you can buy for it. Oh. Okay, I might look into that, but I don't know. I think it would be fun to have a weapon toggle, but we'll see. Maybe I'll study how someone else rigged a gun, and then I'll decide if that's too much or not. Wait, other way? just your little Aster is just hanging out. They're just here for a good time. Oh, the bomb didn't place then. That was weird. Kazooie, let's go. Huh. That is weird. Agreed, here to help in case you need a gun. Help you because you need a gun. Thank you, Changeling. I appreciate that. Once I get back into live TV, maybe you'll hear from him. We'll see. Oh, maybe it's just when you're targeting people? I don't know if it's because you were on a slope. That would feel weird. I feel like you weren't on a slope earlier, so I don't know. Kazooie, the best lesbian verb. Let's go. I do love Kazooie. Ugh. Did I have anything else to mention, you guys? I was originally planning to eat a cupcake as my snack, but since I just had a whole milkshake, I only have room for the cupcake now. Maybe in an hour or two, I'll give in and I'll go eat the cupcake too, because that's a great idea. You know, perfect for my teeth. But we'll see. We had some leftover frosting, and we're down to like the last couple of cupcakes. So I actually went and I grabbed some of the extra frosting and slapped some extra on some of the other cupcakes. So it had extra frosting. I was like, okay, I'll eat those ones, and then people can eat the other two. And then someone ate one of the ones that I put a bunch of extra frosting on. I thought they would avoid it because they'd be like, oh, that has so much frosting. And everyone else is always like, oh, Aster, we don't want as much frosting as you. You're just obsessed with frosting. So I was like, okay, surely they will go for the other ones. But no. Someone ate one of them. So maybe I'll just, I'll use the other leftover frosting and put it on one of the other cupcakes. According to the devs, because we adopted Banjo like an extroverted person adopted introverted person. Yeah. That's how friendships go. That's how I make friends. I don't make friends. They adopt me and they're like, you're my friend now. And I'm like, okay. Are we getting soft shell tacos? Been enjoying the red velvet cupcakes over the last few days. No frosting because I couldn't pick up all the groceries. No frosting. Well, at least the cake part's still good. This is my weirdo transfer. I like how she adopted him and now she just rides in his backpack. What if she just like wanted someone to carry her around? She's like, I don't want to walk. I'm too lazy to do that. So she's like, hey, you're my friend now. Carry me in your backpack. And Manjo was just like, oh, okay, go. Adopted the weird little gay gremlin they found in the snack pantry. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how people befriend me. They open up the pantry and they're like, hey there, little guy. You're coming with me now. I'm like, okay. Can we get ice cream? Because we would do that. Yeah, that sounds exactly like what you do. It's canon, basically. She's like, oh, sorry if that peaked the mic. I just closed my water bottle. Go, huh? Why doesn't that one have the special thing? Why is it the regular thing? Why is that happening with some of the sound alerts now? I'll put sound alerts again. Yeah, log me in. See my alerts. Bonk. Did all these ones... I feel like a lot of the, Did all of them get reset, or is it just the ones for bits? Okay, it looks like the ones that are you pay for with bits still have it, but for some reason the ones that you, or the ones for channel points still have it, but the ones for bits somehow got reset. Let me see. Can I, where do I go to change this again? Customization, global, this one. We'll do it for all of them now. Okay. Yeah, it should be updated for all of them now. So now they should play correctly. Here we go.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Here, what one should I play?
Yay!
Are you just gonna play them all now?
The brain cellar,
Here, hold on. No one ever does this one. Let me do this one.
You better hold on tight, spider monkey.
Is that one too quiet? What other one do people not play very often? Oh, here we go.
Who's ready to cream? Huh?
I can't see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku.
Okay, that's enough messing around. They're working now. Oh, wait, one more.
Hamster.
No, I was about to.
Hamster.
You played it right as I clicked it. Hamster. I love hamster. Sometimes I randomly remember hamster and I just start laughing to myself. I'm gonna make yakisoba BRB. Alright, Odessa. Hope you enjoy. Alright, anyway, that's enough messing around with the sound alerts. They're working now. I don't know, it was like that. I need to, yeah, all these are good. Okay, cool. Anyway, you need some Yakuza sound alerts? Oh, maybe. You know, I haven't added any in a long time. I'm all full on the channel points ones, but we could always switch some of them out. Especially if there's some that people don't use as often. Like Vine Boom sound effect. I feel like we don't do that one very often. And then for the bits ones, I can have up to 30. I have 27 right now. So we have room for a couple more. And we'd always change them out. Okay, I'll stop. I'm sitting at 72k Stardust. Oh no. 41.2k for me, I keep using it. Oh no. Oh no. See, this is why I put limits on some of them. Because I know some of you will save up and then blast me with them. This is a good one too. Hey.
Whoa, hey!
Whoa, hey, where'd my hat go? Anyway, was I gonna say something? I feel like I was gonna talk about something and then I got distracted by the sound alerts. I should slow down on the bonks. Yeah, I feel like I don't get bonked as often. 89? Oh god. 89k. Goddamn changeling. Hi Rios. Welcome on in. There's a bonk. Remember, it doesn't matter if you steal my hat. My 5,000 defensive spells. 340. You gotta save up. You gotta save up for the big bucks. It's cause I won a point bet long ago. Oh, yeah. Right. Because the 2k redeem goes to me each time. Yeah. See, that's what happens when you impulsively spend. You don't get to save anything. That's how it goes, Riaz. This is a life lesson for you. A budgeting lesson. Won like 40k if I recall. Yeah, what was it we were betting on? I don't remember. Was this something Errol made? I feel like Errol made something. I don't even remember. Anyway, come on Nintendo, make Pikmin 5. I would love for Pikmin 5 to be a thing. Who would win a Mario Party if I recall? Oh, that does sound, yeah, that does sound like something we do. We haven't played Mario Party in a while. Maybe I should do a Mario Party stream. But I also want to do another Peak stream. But also, Aggro Crab's game, what's it called? The Crash Out Crew. That came out, and I bought it because someone was like, you want to play with me? And I was like, oh, yeah. I haven't played it yet. We're gonna play this weekend. Crash Out Crew. Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, not as a stream, just like offline, but but now I have it. So that's another game I can play. How is it? I haven't played it yet. I just bought it in anticipation. But I have that I can play now. But I feel like I should make another Peak collab sometime soon. Because some of the people who wanted to join couldn't come. That would be a fun friend stream. It would. I think the limit is still 4 people on that. Just like Peak. Unfortunately. But I'll let you know how the game goes. I feel like it's gonna be, like the rounds would be shorter than Peak. You know, Peak takes like 2 hours to beat. The mod never seems to work. The mod to have more than 4 people. Yeah. See, we really need to like test it off stream. But it's already hard enough to get more than 4 people together for a collab. And then trying to get more than 4 people to test the game beforehand is also hard. If you ever do a subathon, you should add Garfield Kart as a tier. Garfield Kart? Is that a game? Among Us would be fun. Among Us is fun, but sometimes I'm not always in the mood for it. And I also feel like you can get more than 4 people in that game, which is the nice thing about it. But I feel like it's most fun when you have enough people to do 2 imposters. And like usually we can, a lot of times we'll have more than 4 people, but we won't have enough for 2 imposters. Do you need 7 people or 8 people for 2 imposters? I feel like it's 7. But maybe we'll do another Among Us one someday. Because yes, there's 2 Garfield Kart games. Okay. Garfield Kart? Oh, I gotta look this up now. Garfield Kart. That's not how you spell kart. Garfield Kart is a 2013 kart racing game. Cool. Garfield, the famous lasagna-loving cat, is back to take on John Odie and company in a no-holds-barred racing game. Oh boy. According to the AI overview, which I always love, Garfield Kart is a beloved Mario Kart-style racing video game featuring the lasagna-loving cat and his friends. It's beloved, you guys. Wow, I'll have to put that on my Steam wishlist, you guys. Who doesn't want to play a Garfield Kart? Oh, I wouldn't say beloved. Saying the internet's lying to me. This isn't the most beloved video game of all time. Let me see if I can close my water bottle without it peeking the mic. Okay, that didn't peak. It went up high, but it didn't peak. Sub goal Garfield Kart. How much does it cost? Because I was gonna say, okay, I see Garfield Kart and Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Furious Racing is $14.99. Regular Garfield cart is $4.99. Because I was gonna say, it would be fun if I was to do it. It would be funny to play it with other people. But I'm like, that means that other people would have to have the game, and I don't want to make people buy Garfield cart. So I'm like, what if I bought it for people? Okay, the regular Garfield cart is just like $5. So I could, yeah, I could buy it for myself with a couple other people and force them to play with me. Oh man, 16 different circuits, 8 characters. Oh my god, you guys, 3 game modes, and you can customize your characters with tons of hoods and accessories. IGN ranked it as a 2 out of 10. Does it say, oh, well, the reviews on Steam say it's very positive. 89% of 8,395 reviews say it's very positive. There we go, it's on my wish list. Oh boy, Garfield cart. Wait, there's Garfield cart, and then there's Garfield Kart Furious Racing, and then there's Garfield Kart 2 All You Can Drift. That's 3 games. Unless Garfield Kart Furious Racing is just like the updated version of the first one. I don't know. We don't need to delve into the lore of Garfield Kart. That's not what this stream is about. Is my plan if I wrote people in trying Super Battle Golf would be happy to buy it for who plays. Super Battle Golf. I feel like I've heard of that one. Did my younger brother play that? Tell me about it. I remember. But yeah, if a game's cheap, I don't mind buying it for other people to force them to play it with me. Anyway, we should probably get into the art part of the stream. We've been chit-chatting for like 30 minutes and we could have been chit-chatting while I was drawing. But you know what? This is undistracted chit-chatting, except I was distracted because I was looking up Garfield cart. But that's just part of chatting. Where's my lasagna, John? In my tummy. Alright, let's go over here. Anyway, I was trying to decide what to draw today, and I was like, hey, what if I attempt to work on Aster 2.0 on stream? The reason I say attempt is because this file is ginormous, and I was worried that it would lag the stream. But it's been open in the background this whole time, and I don't think the stream's been lagging. And I've had stream avatars and lurk up, lurk fishbait up, and it doesn't seem like it's been lagging. If it does start to lag, we can try exiting out of stream avatars and fishbait and see if that does anything. But right now it seems okay. Maybe once I get into drawing on it, it'll be weird, but we'll see. Twitch is claiming my message wasn't sent because I sent messages too quickly. I didn't send any messages to Twitch. The ghost messages. The ghosts in your room are trying to send me messages, Changeling. If I get any cryptic messages from you, I know that it's from the ghosts in your room. Ma's looking awesome. Thank you. I don't think I've worked on it since you guys last saw it. I think there's just some pieces of that weren't there before. I actually hadn't looked at it in a while, so I was worried I was going to open it up and I was going to be like, I hate this. But you know what? This is fine. I do have parts of the cloak up here because I was trying to figure out what we would work on today. I was like, well, we got the cloak, which I need to render. But the main thing about the cloak is that I want it to have more movement than my current cloak. But that's going to involve like drawing past the boundaries of where the line is, and then in VTube Studio you would like clip it to the thing and then like move it back and forth as the model moves. I don't know if that makes sense if you don't work in Live 2D, but you know. It'll make things look more 3D basically, but it means I have to draw more of the cloak than what you can see at any given time, and then I have to figure out how to draw it. So I also haven't been in this file in a long time, so I'm like, what is everything? What have I done? I follow, yes. Yeah, I figured at least Changeling would understand, because you've worked in Live 2D before. I have it, actually, I can kind of show it to you on the legs, because I did it with the legs, because I was like, maybe I can get more movement with the legs if I do this. Where is it? Oh, that took a while to go away. So you can see on the legs, these are the lines, but this is how much I've rendered of like both legs. Because that way, you'll like clip it. Let me open this up. See, I just have like green here, and then you clip the colors to it, and then you can like move it back and forth like that. Yeah, and you can get a more 3D effect. Anyway. I still do like how I rendered these boots. I think that's the best part of this model. The boots. I think I was gonna do that. Was I gonna do that for the shorts too? Because that means I'd have to have these stars like move around. I don't know, I haven't looked at this file in forever. It was kind of a last minute decision to work on this on stream, so there is a chance I'll get to a point and be like, we're gonna work on something else. But I figured if I work on it on stream, I'll at least actually work on it. Okay, so we want to do the cloak. Cloak gradient. Okay, that's my gradient for the cloak, I guess. What else is in here? Also, this is the space. Hello. I use this, but I was gonna redo it, I think. I think this is just the one that I'm using for my current model, and I just kind of slapped it in here. But I think one issue was I had a bunch of star brushes I used to make this, and I don't think all my star brushes transferred over when I switched to working on my PC. So I think I have to re-download some of those star brushes. But for now, I was just kind of using this one. Where the fuck did everything go? I was thinking I would work on the hat, but I was trying to go through all of, like, every layer on here, and I couldn't find a sketch for the hat. I'm like, have I not sketched the hat? You need a sitting floating post. The outfit can be seen more. Oh boy. That's that render. What the fuck else is in here? Close. Arm down. Do I have a hat sketch anywhere in this file full of 3 bajillion layers? No, I don't know. Color sketch. Anyway, I wanted to turn the legs back on because for some reason the legs are not on. There's the back of the cloak. Where did you go, legs? Lower legs. Where did they? Oh, they got moved. That was the issue. Okay, let me just. Hopefully, I have enough backspaces to move it back, but if not, I think I can. Okay, there we go. Okay. Maybe I should try sketching the hat. Stop moving everything. Alright. Did I have... I don't know if I had a sketch anywhere for the fucking hat. It's fine, I can just draw it. So I think I'll need to turn on something. 1 second. Oh, I see, Changeling. Yeah, I think it was just the ghost in your room trying to send you messages. Trying to send me messages and act like it was from you. They're trying to get you in trouble. Okay, where is... I think I had a line here. Midline. There we go. Okay. This will tell me where the middle is. Yes, just like that. 2.0 hair looks so cool. All the warmer colors and the browns are awesome. Yeah, I think I made it like a little more of like a reddish brown. I think with a lot of the colors I try to go a bit more saturated. Because I think my model just kind of ends up looking a little desaturated. Especially, I think I've noticed a lot when like collabing with people. Like especially Brie, I'm like, oh, my colors are kind of muted. So I made the cyan a lot more intense too. Hopefully it's not too much. But sometimes it's hard to determine because like I'll see it on my Cintiq screen and then I'll see it on my TV screen and I'll see it on my laptop screen and it all looks very different. And I'll see stuff on my phone screen too, and I think that one's the most desaturated. Because sometimes I'll watch my clips on my phone after I upload them and like the subtitles look way less cyan. And I know you can, you know, edit how the colors look on screen. Why did I just forget the word for that? But I feel like it's never worked. I've tried to make both my screens match and it just doesn't work. Anyway, let's draw this hat. I feel like I had a reference somewhere where I drew up the hat. Yeah, here it is. Let me pull this in here. Okay, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna draw the hat. I feel like I'm probably going to split it up the same way, basically, that I did my current hat. Like, I think I can definitely improve how I rigged this hat, but I'm not sure if there's too much more I need to do in terms of cutting things up. I think one thing I was gonna do was you know the like white band on the hat. I think for the rigging, I was just gonna draw that as like a straight, like flat band, and then bend it in Live 2D, and I thought that might make it easier to like do the head angles instead of having one that's like already curved. Okay, do I like the way that this is shaped here? Make this a little smaller. Yeah, I need to make that smaller. Also, the hair is a lot more split up than my current model. All these like little hairs here are all separate, which will make it a lot easier to rig the hat. Because on my current model, all the back hair is just like one piece. So, but I have all these pieces of hair that stick out, so I had to like put masks on some of them, so you just couldn't see them, because otherwise they would stick out of the hair. But with this, I can just toggle the opacity and turn them off. Let's see. Okay, I'll try drawing it on following this for now, but I might change it a bit once I see how it looks. Also, do let me know if the stream seems to lag at any point, because I am kind of experimenting to see if this file is too big or not to work on. We don't want hair clipping through the hat, yeah. That was my main issue with making such floofy hair. I was like, I was like, this is why so many other VTubers just have flat hair on the top of their heads. The only like piece of hair on the back of my head that's separate are the ahoges. 3 of them. So I think those ones I just toggled the opacity on, but for all the other ones... Well, I feel like I didn't quite center it. Well, that's okay. Sleep, evil, sleep. Hold on, I need to look at myself staring forward. You see, the way I drew the hat here, the band doesn't go out as far. I don't know if that worked, but we'll draw it that way for now. So I have this part here kind of going below the band, where on my current hat it doesn't go below the band at all, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't trying to rig that where like part of it can go behind the band at certain points. I feel like I can think of an easy way to do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I always stop and worry constantly about how something's gonna work, then I'll never get anything done. I just gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Alright, let's turn that off. Oh, I forgot to do the... I forgot to do the mark. Okay, let's look at this. It's a little hard to see, but I think I had a specific layer for this. Where? Opacity lower layer, let's go. Okay, I'm here. I don't know. I don't know if I like them just being directly at the end. It should be more like this. Oh, and then I have to have the... Did I? Okay, the papers are like right there. I'm trying to decide how much depth I want to add to the papers. Like if I want to make them flop around a bit more. But I don't know. I kind of feel like if they flop around too much, they might be a little distracting. Might have to finish drawing the rest of that. When I caught up. Kata wa dare, watashi wa dare. Put that back on. Okay, how do I feel about that? This one goes kind of over the hair. But also with all the hair pieces separated, it also makes it easier to like squish some parts of the hair to keep it under the hat. You know, when I was rigging the hat for this model, originally the white band was just all one piece. But in order to do like the angles, I realized I had to like split it up. So there's like a separate part on the left and the right. But I didn't feel like cutting out a new piece and like exporting it in, so I just copied it in Live 2D. And then when you put the mesh on something, you have to like draw a mesh on it, but if you leave part of it out of the mesh, that part just won't show up. So I just copied one end of it and then only meshed part of it, so it cut off like the other end. It was like a very sloppy way to copy it. I don't know if that makes sense if you don't work in Live 2D, but also you can see this tiny little piece of brown hair here sticking out the part of the hat right there. See? See that tiny little piece sticking out over on the left? Looks good though. You made it work. Yeah, I think there's some wonkiness to the hat, but overall I'm pretty proud of how I rigged it, because I think it turned out decently, even if there's some weird parts to it. And a lot of the weirdness you don't notice unless you look really close and you're looking for it. Like, I notice it because I know, but I feel like most people probably wouldn't notice. I do like how the stars work on the sides. How one part of them disappears. But anyway. Let me go back down here. Also, I keep trying to use like the mouse pointer to point out things on my model, and then I realize you guys can't see it in Live 2D or YouTube Studio. But it's okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can just enjoy me talking to myself, sounding like a crazy person. So many times I see silly things only when the model is in VTube Studio. True. I also just feel like there's a lot of little things that like most people just aren't gonna notice unless they're looking for it or they're like a fellow VTube model artist. VTuber model artist. Okay. I feel like I do kind of like this shape. Let me draw in the papers. Okay, let's see. Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's see, how do I want these to sit here? I need to look at my current model. How far down did they go? They go to like the hood. Models will never be perfect. If you strive for perfect, they will never get done. Cough for years on one model. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And the thing I always tell myself is like, you can't make, you know, you'll always improve as you go along, but you can't get to the 10th model until you make the first model. You just gotta keep going. And I like to get back into Live 2D because when I did get into it, when I was working on my model, every time I'd open up to work on it, I get really sucked in. So I just need to get back into it, relearn it, watch some more tutorials, and then once I get back into it, I'm sure I'll get addicted to it again. And maybe we can do some rigging on stream, depending on how well it runs when I'm streaming. Though with Photoshop having this big of a file open and seeming to be okay with the stream, I think that's a good sign. But the other thing about Live 2D is I'm like kind of constantly looking up tutorials for it, and if I have to do that, I probably wouldn't want to do it on stream. But, you know, like I said, maybe once I get more back into it a bit more, I can do some of it on stream. Okay, we got that. And my thought was also that once I get like 2.0 done, then I can like work on it. You know, I'll get like the first pass of the rigging done and start using it, but then over time I can improve the rigging and little things as we go along. Then you can have Aster 2.1 and Aster 2.2. And we can try different toggles and stuff. Alright, but I know so many less lucky than I. Poor and downtrodden, I thought we all were the children of God. Do I like that? Is that long enough? Outfits, that's true. We can rig new outfits too. I'm probably gonna hate myself for trying to render at this level for all my outfits. Part of me was like, maybe I should just go and make less detailed models for the future. Part of me was tempted to be like, what if I just scrapped 2.0 and then started from the beginning again and just made like a less detailed model, you know, with less detailed rendering. But I was like, if I start over again, it's never gonna get done. It's kind of fun to render at this level. I'm still not satisfied with how I rendered the shirt, so I might redo that, but I think everything else is fine for now. It's amazing render. Thank you. It's a lot, but it's a level of render that I don't usually try to go for, which is why it feels why it's difficult for me and why I'm trying to figure out how to render everything. But I feel like if I were to do this level of rendering for like a regular illustration, I'd probably get too frustrated But for a model, it feels fine because it's like you'll render the model and then rig it, and then it'll look that way forever, you know? And you'll use it for streams. It's not just like a one-time illustration. So I guess the mental motivation is there, if that makes sense. Okay, so for hat, let's see, how did I do it? I had like the back line, and then there was the middle color, and then this color, and the lines were attached to the inner color. And then there was the highlight and the shadow are separate from the colors, and they're all clipped to the back. Yes. Is one reason I love VTuber model making. Yeah, it is really cool to like render it all out and then rig it, and you're like, wow, it's alive. Okay, I need to grab the colors for this. Conveniently, they are right here. And then the band I was gonna draw is just straight across. Let's see, I think for the stars, I'm trying to remember how I drew them. I think these three in the middle were all just one layer, and then I just like rigged them to kind of be 3D. But the two on the ends were split into two different parts. Okay, let me just start on the lines. Hello, Photoshop, come back. Is this the color I used for these lines? Do I have the palette somewhere? Here we go. Here's palette. Does this have... This probably doesn't even have the color. Oh, it does. Okay. Is this the line color? I think that is the line color. Okay. Go up. Maybe I should name some of these layers. Do you like how I'm making new layers and it says layer 1359? Welcome to the reality of drawing a VTuber model. This is the hat sketch, and this is hat paper sketch. How big is this image again? The canvas size is 5,920 pixels by 9,672. I think it was originally like 10,000 by 10,000, but I made it smaller so it wouldn't be such a big file. Much confusing. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. But it'll all be worth it in the end. It'll all be worth it. Okay, so we're gonna do... How thick am I making these lines? Not that thick. 25? 25 seems right. Name layers is why model work takes me so long, but if I don't name as I go, I get mad at myself later having to sit for hours naming things. Yeah, I feel, yeah. I think when I get to like a finished part, I name it, but when it comes to like a lot of sketch layers and stuff, a lot of times, since I'm doing multiple sketch layers, I don't end up naming them. Oh shit, I thought the symmetry tool was on because this red line here was making me think it was on. Okay. Send out the call and join the fray. If we're united, let us seize the day. Friends of the friend will seize the day. Raise up the torch and light the way. We'll slay the giant. And then this part just kind of goes in the back. This part just gets hidden under the band. Don't be afraid and don't delay. Maybe I should make this a little bit smaller this way. That was not an actual word I said at the end there. Father to son. Ignore that voice crack. I make a blank file in Clip Studio with all the layers I need for each layer now, then copy it. A bit less name then. Okay, so you make a bunch of like blank layers that are pre-named, and then you drag it over to a new file, and you just draw in the layers that are already named. Am I understanding that correct? Because if so, that's a cool technique. Okay, I've got this. And then, okay, this is hat main. And this is hat main line. That's what we're calling it. Oops. And then hat main fill. Or I guess that should be flat. So why am I doing fill? Well, no, that makes sense because the back is gonna be okay. Boredom. Okay, the hat needs to be this color. That's good. Actually, I should just fill. Okay. And then all right, now I want to do that part. Okay. keep switching to the gradient tool rather than the fill tool. Okay, and then we have the yellow. This is hat main stripe. I don't remember what I call this. This will be hat main seams? I don't know. Oops. Oh, that is the wrong color. I see. Okay, this part should be. This is the dark color, and that's the light color. There we go. Okay. Okay, yellow. Oh, I remembered something else I wanted to talk about. Did you guys see that? What's his name? Jorge Gutierrez? Is that his last name? He's this animator who did like LT Gray in the Book of Life. I always thought his stuff was really cool. He recently announced that he's doing something with AI. And everyone's been very disappointed in him, especially since he used to be very anti-AI. I just think it's very unfortunate. Cause I get that in this day and age of all like the AI and stuff, it can be somewhat hard to avoid it, and it can be hard to like. It might be really hard to get your projects approved at this point without using it, because I think a lot of companies are trying to use it, and that might be part of the reason he gave into it. But it's just disappointing. And I especially looked up to him because like one of my animation professors in college is actually friends with him, and they like went to school together. And apparently in the past he'd been able to have like Jorge come in and talk to his students. He wasn't able to do it while we were there. I think Jorge was just too busy at the time. I don't know. It's just disappointing to hear. I don't know if he'd just been really struggling with getting things approved without using AI, but I just feel like when big names like that give in to using it, it just makes it harder to push back against it, because now you're normalizing it. Did see that very much, yes. Yeah. And I think some people are of the mindset of like, well, it's not going away, so we should try to learn to coexist with it. But I don't know. I think the less people use it, the more people push back against it, then the more likely it is to go away. Ooh, sorry for disappearing there. I went to grab a drink. My AC unit was pouring water from the floor into the wall. Think I got in time before it caused damage. Oh no! Ooh. Yeah, I hope so. Several years ago, we had a bunch of damage in our kitchen flooring at our old house because we went on vacation, and luckily we had someone coming over to watch the cat, but like a pipe burst behind our fridge like the day we left, or maybe the day right after, and the guy came in to check on the cat, and there was just like water all over the floor, and we got home and the floor was just all warped and we had to redo it even though we had just redone the floors like a year before. They're trying to enforce its use. They have to justify their expenditure on the AI, so they're desperately putting in everything to try and prove its point. Utterly pathetic. Now the bubble popping will go away. Yeah, see, that's what I feel. Especially if like talented people refuse to use it, because then the only people who are going to use it are the people who don't know what they're doing. And then all it's going to make is slop. So I'll come back to sums up how I feel when people say AI is here, there's nothing we can do about it. We'll post it in the Discord. Oh yeah, feel free to share. It's like, I get that AI is like the exciting thing now, and like companies are trying to justify using it and all the money spent on it. But if we keep making handmade things and human crafted things, eventually people are gonna realize, oh, the AI does not make good stuff. People don't like the AI stuff. It's not quality. There's no money in it. I think I've heard it's already kind of popping, because like a lot of companies are just losing money on it. And also, didn't the Pope come out and say AI is bad? He like wrote a whole paper about it. I think hopefully that'll win some people over. All commercial AI will ever be a slop. It's purely for scientific use, I think. Yeah, they should save AI for like not for creative things. Use it to like detect cancer in people or stuff. Okay, use its power for good, not for evil. Yes, he did. Apparently made a manifesto calling it AI. Yeah, that's kind of wild. The Pope made a manifesto against AI. But you know what? Honestly, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Pope Leo. Okay. If I take these two, put them in group, at stripe, and then we will... I can't make a clipping mask because it's a group. Let me take it out of that. There we go. pretty great. He's turning out to be a good pope. Yeah, he seems pretty cool so far. I saw a post recently where someone was like, if Matt Pat gave Undertale to this pope, he would have played it. But you know, honestly, he probably would have been a lot more likely. Saw AI slop on chip bags at the store the other day. About ready to make AI slop stickers, put on all of it. Ew, AI slop on chip bags? Ugh. Way to get me to never buy your chips again. I don't know if I've noticed it, but I don't always look super closely at packaging at stores. So there's a chance I've grabbed it without realizing. Do I need these to go more back? Cause see, on my current hat, they kind of go straight to the little button on top of the hat, which they are supposed to, in general. But I feel like maybe I was just envisioning it as the button being farther back, so you wouldn't be able to see where it connects. But maybe I do need to make it connect more. Let me see. Well, because it can like move like this, so yeah, it'll look like that when I rig it. So it'll be like woo, woo, woo. See, when you're drawing a VTuber model, it requires more brain energy because it's like you don't just gotta draw it, you gotta think about how you're gonna rig it. Okay, let me make the button because that's gonna be easy to draw. When I see AI slap on it, nope, you give off bad quality vibes then. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know if a lot of these companies that are trying to push AI realize that when people see that something has like AI art on it, they're gonna go, oh, this is probably slop. This is not a good product to use. Or this is like a scam. I guess one of the issues is that sometimes people don't always notice when something's AI, especially if they're not thinking about it and looking super close. They don't understand, they're so legitimately dumb. True. Okay, how deep should this button go? Make it a little bigger. Captain Albert Alexander Slaughter. Okay, and then the button is the dark color, yeah. Hat, button, lines. Hat, button, flats. Or should I say fill? I don't know what I'm doing on this in this file. Am I calling stuff flats or I'm calling stuff fill? I guess fill is if I'm clipping something else to it. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't worked on this in a while. I am just using flats. That's what I usually put. I usually say flats. Hundred stories high. Okay. CEOs are wildly unintelligent. They only care about money. Like, if we can save a quick buck, we're good. Exactly. If you can afford to pay an artist, what else can you afford? Quality testing? Exactly, exactly. Can't see past the next quarterly. Oh, they really can't. This is hat button. Okay, that looks good. Okay, the only thing about the band part is that I do want to draw it going directly across instead of curving like this. So it might look a little weird, but that's fine. To see Albert, the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna make it this. Okay. I think that'll work. Because then when I put it in Live 2D, I can curve it and then make these ends a little skinnier. Okay. I don't like how this looks right here though. I think that'll work. I think. Also, thank you for the stretch. Let me get a good stretch. Gotta stretch these wrists. That's the important part. Oh yeah, that feels good. What song are we playing now? Oh, that's just the end of the song. I haven't queued up any songs because I've been too focused on figuring how to draw this. Okay, I got that, and then I need to fill it with white. Oh, I forgot this song was on this playlist. Walking through the forest of moccasin bread. Okay, this is hat band lines. Also, I usually do inks instead of lines. But you know what? I'm writing lines this time. It's fine. I think on my current model for the line on the middle of the hat band, I think I just drew it as a line instead of putting it on like a flats layer. Because it's not like it's gonna have any like shading or anything on it. I just had not activate them. Okay. Yeah. High kicks, this is how we do it. Okay, what should I draw next? The stars? Or the brim? I'm gonna draw the brim. The good thing about the hat is that it's mostly symmetrical, so I can use the symmetry drawing tool. I couldn't do that for the hair. How did I... Now I'm trying to remember how I layered the brim. I think the brim is technically underneath the band. I think so, because you can see the stars are kind of above the brim. So yeah, I think I'll draw the brim slightly bigger so it goes underneath the band. Yes. Yes. This is big brain time. Big brain time. Yes. Yes, this is how we win. This is how we win. Ah. Okay, this is hat brim lines. Hat brim. Hat brim flats. And this is the light color. Yes. What? 15 seemed fine. 88th world. Took a bit of scrolling but found and posted the comic memes. Okay, I will take a look at it in a second. I gotta lock in on this stitching. Gotta perfect this stitching that no one's gonna see the tiny details of. Irony. Here, let me take a look at this. Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like it goes up a little bit here. And it's closer down here. Does it matter? Hold on, let me look at my current model. I think it's fine. And then discovered 89th key. Sending out save reminders. Thank you. I actually have been saving along the way. I've been remembering. But thank you for the reminder again. Oh, that's another alert we can add. Some kind of saving alert. I know we talked about that a while ago and then I never did it. Making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no point crying in the moon. Keep on trying till you run out of cake. Let me look at my current hat. I can't see it. There's a hand in the way. I can kind of see it. And threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. People who are still alive. I was gonna do something. I was gonna look in the Discord. You send a thing in the Discord. Let me take a look. It's a good comic. I feel ya. Mood. Wanna look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. Okay, hat band should go above everything. Hat band go here. See if I merge this group, and then you go edit, you do transform, and you do warp, and you're like, woo. And you essentially do this. That's what I'll be doing in live 2D. I'll do it just like that. Except it'll look a little bit better, but you know. Yeah. Okay, get out of here. Okay, and then should I see the shading now? Or should I work on the stars? I guess I'll draw the stars. Where are they? Do I have a line color for yellow? That doesn't have line color on it. Okay, I do down here. You know, I don't think I've watched Puella Magic Doka Magica since it came out. And it was one of my favorite animes at one time. I've been meaning to rewatch it. This is the opening theme, in case you didn't know. This color, I think, is what it is. It was a good anime. Though I haven't really watched any of the other stuff beyond the original anime. I think they made like a spin-off anime. I don't know if it's any good. Stars. I'm drawing stars. That's what I'm doing. I'm always cognizant of what I'm doing at any given moment. Hello. Wasure na yo. Susumu yo. Nope. I sort of know the lyrics a little bit, but not a lot of it. And then this one, this is the one that's gonna get separated. Hold on, let me look at my current hat again. Come hear me. How do I render this? Yes, okay, the lines do go all the way through. Yes. Yeah. 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 Okay. I see it now. See, this is a nice thing about just having my model here. I can just take a closer look whenever I want. Take a closer look at that snout. Enhance. Enhance. What do you mean low battery remaining on my phone? You've been plugged in this entire time. Okay, if my model suddenly freezes, it's because my phone died. Even though it's been plugged in the entire stream. As I always have it plugged in every single stream. But whatever. I'll probably separate these all into separate things. Hat, stars, lines. Hat, stars, lines, 2. Make this a different color for now, just so we can see it. Yeah. Do I need to sneeze? I feel like I need to sneeze. No, it's going away. Or is it? I guess I'm filling these in now. I'm debating whether I should separate them out now. I feel like it would be easy to separate them out when I'm just separating everything for separating them all in general. So I'm looking at these stars in the middle now and I'm like, they should be more like here. This one.
Rounding the corner with a bunch of lesbians! Here we are, Manhattan! Can you handle it?
Hello? Hello, who's here? Oh, hello! Allura! Sinister Allura, oh my god, welcome in! How you guys all doing? Thank you for the raid! What have you guys been up to? Here, let me give you a little shout out. Shout. Hello, can I spell? Shout out. Did I spell that correctly? I hope so. Good. What you drawing here? Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out so you can see. That's right. It's Aster 2.0. My model that I was working on and then stopped working on it for like a year, and now I'm working on it again. Let me turn. I'm trying to find a specific layer I'm trying to turn off. There we go. So now you can see my face better. We're working on the hat, so it's a little bit of a mess right now. Hello, don't fly away. But there's my face. Oh boy, it's saturated, unlike my current face. You look so good. Thank you. Thank you. I do like how it's turning out. There's a lot left to do, and I have to relearn how to use VTube Studio or Live 2D because I haven't worked in it in a while. But yeah, thank you again for rating. In case it's your first time here, hello, my name's Aster Magius. I'm a mage in training from space, and my pronouns are she, her. And I play games, and I also draw. And why did my model go insane? Anyway, I drew and rigged my current model, and now I'm making a new model. Because there's always room for improvement. Did you say what you were up to? Frosty Tools says you were doing an art stream, but sometimes Frosty lies to me. Frosty's like, I kind of know what's going on, but not exactly, but I'm still gonna pretend like I do. I was surprised that my stream didn't lag when I decided to work on this file, because it's a big fucking file. We're teaching how to draw and sketch anime portraits. Ooh, nice, nice. That's fun. Were your viewers following along? Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should tell people how I do things or make a tutorial, and then I'm like, I feel like I'm just winging it all the time. I don't know how to explain what I do. I made worksheets to see their homework. Oh no, you gave them homework for stream. That's hilarious. We'll see if any of your students turn in their homework. Come on guys, you don't want to fail, right? You want to get an A+. What was I doing? I was filling the stars in. Layer 1381. So far, Aster the stream has only had tiny blips every now and then, nothing too bad. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Like I said, we can always get turn off the fishing game or stream avatars if things get too bad. And if I get really bad, then we'll just draw something else. I have many things I've been meaning to draw. And you have to like me. Listen, Changeling, are you not doing your homework? Changeling. Do you need to go to the principal's office, Changeling? And by principal's office, I mean jail. Ichini-san shigafu. Oh, what was I doing? I'm filling the stars. I keep getting distracted by chat. Okay, we're filling them. Hello. Oh, yeah, Sue, me. Oh, yeah, Sue, me. Get that. And these corners. Oh, this part's too much. Hard to do. Listen, I'm working on a rigging. It's due for June. Alright, alright. You're excused. Lello. Lello. They're gonna be that yellow? I mean, when I render them, they'll be less obnoxiously yellow. Did I color in the button on me? Hello. Why am I over here? I should be over here. I should be more over here. I keep looking back at my current model to compare it to what I'm doing right now. Okay. No, it's fine that they're bright ass yellow because they'll look less yellow when I render them, but also I want everything more to be more saturated. But also I filled them in on the fucking line layer. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's better. Hat, stars, flats. Okay, those are filled. And then this one I need to fill too. Hello? Oh, Yasumi. Oh, Yasumi. Oh, Yasumi. And then this will be yellow. Yellow. Hat, stars, backs. That's what they'll be called for now. And then they go down there. There we go. I've been playing catch up on the homework. It's really been helping me get better at drawing. Alira's teaching is awesome. Nice, nice. I should really look at tutorials more often. I just love winging it. Maybe I'll have to pop in sometime and see what kind of homework she's giving y'all. Hello, you peeking? You can see the flats kind of peeking out there. It's because I use a brush. It's because the brush I like to use. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not what I want. I was on the wrong layer. Wrong layer, Kronk. It's because the brush I like to use for inking is somewhat transparent, which you know is great. It's perfect for inking. There's no problems with it. But I love using it, so I'll never stop. For sure recommend. Alright. I'll have to check out your secrets sometime. What was I putting here? I want this line? Yes, a line. That enhances everything. Hat, stars. There we go. Okay, I have everything. I have the basis of everything here, so maybe I should do the shading. Okay, these are the colors I used for the shirt shading, which is the same white as the band. So I'll do that for the band. The band shouldn't really require much in terms of shading, honestly. What was I doing? Clipping this. Honestly, I can probably just use like the gradient one. honestly probably all it really needs. Come follow me into the dark with your heart as my mark, which will shine you the way. Can't wait for chapter 5. Me neither. I keep thinking about it. I try not to think about it so I don't go insane, but I see so much Deltarune stuff online that it's hard not to think about it. Oh yeah, Fangamer recently released a little bit more Deltarune merch. I think they released the vinyls for all the music. And then they also released the vinyl art as posters. So now you can get the art for chapters 3 and 4. And I think chapter 4's art had the knight in it, so everyone was like, oh, the knight's an official artwork. It's an official merch. Official acknowledgement. Because there's some like important endgame characters that Toby just doesn't really make merch of for like Undertale. So it's not unusual for him to have characters that he doesn't acknowledge very much in merch. I don't know if it's like a spoilers thing or whatever. But if you go to Undertale merch, there really isn't like any Asriel stuff except for like, I think one shirt. And Asgore doesn't show up very often either. Yeah, it's probably good on the ban. I don't need to do too much more. Okay, and then for the hat. Okay, what shading am I doing on the hat? Have I shaded anything with this color? Yes. Okay, the pants. Am I doing separate colors or am I doing multiply? Am I doing a color on multiply? I think I am. Let me find something that has this shading on it. Boot. Where are the shorts? Shorts. It's just the buttons. With just the buttons there, it kind of looks like one of the Reggies. This is Reggie Moon. That's cursed. That's me without my shorts on, you guys. There's just nothing there. What's in my pants? Nothing. Let's see. Is that the shading? Or are there 2 layers of shading? I don't remember what I did on this. Okay, it's probably the same color on multiply. It's nice. This is the color. Is this also the same color? I think so. I probably have it over here. Yeah, okay, I have it over here as the shading color. Okay. Back up to the hat. ¿Dónde está the hat? How odd, stream froze for me until I refreshed. Oh no! It's not frozen for... Has anyone else had a freezing issue? probably just do this the same way I did it on my hat. My current hat, where the shading is separate. I want to shade it similar, where it's just kind of like that. Hello, why are you switching my brush? So multiply. Oh, actually, that needs to go up higher. Okay, and then how do I render down here actually? Did it again? Oh no. Hopefully it's not gonna do it too much more. How's that shading look? That might be fine. And I feel like for the highlight I probably just do what do I do on my current hat? Okay. It's on overlay. Do I want 100? See how much of a highlight I want on here. I don't want it to be like 50%. I like that. Hello? Don't switch my brush. No, I don't want more Wicked right now. Next song. Sure. How do I feel about this? Hey, look at my hat again. Hello? I said my hat. I need to look at my hat again. I pulled up VTube Studio. I was not. Oh my god. Hat. Hat. No, I don't need reminding of what my height is. I've been the same height since I was 12. Okay. I think I'm struggling because I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to imagine the shape of the hat. I'm trying to imagine the direction of the light. Because on my current hat, I kind of have it like over on the left. But that's kind of just for the hat. For everything else, it's more like top down. So maybe I should just make it more top down. Can we just like that? That's probably fine, unless I want to add a little more dimension. Like, if that's necessary. Yeah, I don't know if it needs that. No, that doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It's fine. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine for now. The hat band, that's fine. Let's do the brim. Hat brim seams. Or I guess I should say stitching. Oh well. It's whatever. Clipping mask. This is the shade. I actually really want to listen to that song we just listened to before this one. I might cue it back up. Fuck this shit. My fucking corporate pig. There's another song I was looking for. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. You know what I need? I need some water. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'll take another sip, even though I just took a sip. Hey. Hey. Why am I getting blocked? Why are you blocking me? Hello? No answers, just bonks? Straight up bonking it? Can we zoom in, please? Thank you. One more bonk and you're going to jail. Alright. You asked for it. Jail Freyo. I feel like you haven't been in there in a while. Isn't it good to be back home? Where you belong? Wait, I put it at 50? Were the other ones at 50 or at 75? Home sweet home. Exactly. Exactly. Is it, it is on 50. Okay. Okay, my phone's dying now. I'll remind you, it has been plugged in this entire time. This entire time. It's okay, I'll just look like this for a while. Mildly disinterested. That's just me. Thank you for the head pat. At least the head pat works. At least there's some sort of movement around my face. It's song. I died a little. Okay, let me see if I unplug it and replug it back in. Will that do anything? Can you? Okay, it's turning back on now. You know, while it's doing that, I'm gonna have a piece of candy. I got some Mamba at the store, but it was the berry flavored. I was like, let me try that. I can share it with my brother and see what he thinks. I think so far I prefer the original flavors, but these ones aren't bad. I love Mamba. Okay, it's back up. Let's see if it's gonna work now. Or are you gonna be temperamental? Candy sounds good. Candy do sound good. Alright, can you please work? No, we're not gonna work. We love not working. Let's try that again. Round 2. No, the VTube app on my phone. Oh, it's loading. It said made with Unity. Are you gonna load some more past that? Or that's all we get? We just get to know that you're made with Unity. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. And we're back. I'm alive. I have been unfrozen. They thought they could get me with that freezing spell. But I will always prevail. How did I shade the brim on my hat? I think I did put a slight highlight on the left. And I made it darker on the right. You know what, let me take a look. Let me take a closer look. Yeah, you can see there's like highlight on the left. It's a little darker on the right. Just like the hat. Wee. Ooh. The shadow and the highlight move around. Whoa. Anyway, okay. Let me move back down. Let me just okay. Yeah, that's about right. That's how big I was before, right? Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. Yeah, this height I can definitely see all the details of my model as reference. This is how it works. IRL height now. No. This isn't IRL height. We need to go smaller. We need to go here we go. This is accurate height now. Where should I go? I'm just gonna, is this my brim? I'm on the brim of the hat now. I'm not on the brim of the hat. There we go. I'm on the brim. This is where I live now. This is how I dance. What if I just chill here? Let's see, I'm about here, right? This is me. Did I get that right? I circled myself. Yeah, I'm in the circle. Let's go. I thought I put on a different layer. Oh. This is me. No, I want a red circle. I'm in a red circle. Why am I in the circle? Who knows? Circle for fun. The circle is the sun. I am on fire. I am burning. Please help me. Help me, guys. I'm on fire. Oh no. Alright. I'm stalling. I'm stalling from working on this model more. There we go. Can you spot the Aster in this picture? Most people get it wrong. It's like, where's Waldo? Okay. How do I want to shade this if I'm going to put like a highlight on it? I was like, I need reference of a hat. I have many hats. Let me grab one. See, I want to put shading on the brim to make it more three-dimensional, but I feel like a brim like this, when it's just light from the like top down, it really doesn't have much variation. It's just kind of all the same color. Maybe I'll just add a little bit just to give it some depth. Did I have it on 50? Oh yeah. Yurari ikuyo. That's probably fine. Oh, maybe I'll erase just like a little bit more. So it's not as intense. Yeah, just very subtle. A subtle highlight. Okay. Then we have oh. Hello. I just want to see how I look when I move this. Oh god. Wee. Okay, go back to where you were. I guess the last thing to do is the stars. So I'm not sure if I want to render them now because I feel like one of the other things I wanted to work on was rendering metal. I don't know. But I don't know what else to work on. Can we do song suggestions? Sure. We only got like 30 minutes left, so I don't know if we can fit in too many, but feel free. See, now I'm not. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know what to work on. This is requiring too much brain power. Oh no, I said not too many and then you said a bunch. Well, we'll see if we have time to listen to those all. Something wicked. Creature by what? I think you got a little censored on that one. Is that supposed to be half alive? That's what popped up when I put in creature. Behind. Atlantis by Seafront. Honey, I'm home. And Lullaby of the Manifold. Okay, those have been added. Have I rendered any of the other metal on this yet? I think I rendered these, but this is like silver. Oh no, I did do the seams down here like this. I did the seams on the hat differently. I did this where I drew a line and then erased the parts in between. But on this one, I just drew them all individually. So now they're stylistically different. Okay, I probably need to redo those then. I already typed it out by the time you said not too many. That's okay. We'll just see if we get through them all or not. I need to set up music requests for my stream one day. Know there's a way for people to add Spotify requests through redeems. Oh, maybe I should look into that. Wow, the boots look good. Boots look awesome. Thank you. I am really happy with how they turned out. I looked at tutorials and I put a lot of effort into rendering them, and I think they look really sick. Do I want to try rendering the metal now? Maybe not. Maybe I'll redo these seams because I did them incorrectly. If I'm shown how, I will share. Thank you, Changeling. I appreciate that. This yellow? Yeah. Okay. This is the highlight. Highlight, yeah. Let's do the last use symmetry. They do 15, okay. I was on the wrong layer. Wrong layer, Kronk. Huh? Why is it not matching up with that side? Hello? Did the hat get moved over or something? hold on.
Huh?
I think it did somehow. Let me see if I can go back. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, hold on. Maybe more like there. Okay, it's not quite there. Oh. Okay, I want that here. And then this is gonna go a little more to the left, maybe? No. See, these are all in the right spot, right? You're in the right spot. Okay, I think it needs to come over. Is that about right? Hello, please go back to the brush. Don't freeze on me now. What the fuck did I just press? Okay, I think we might be back on track. Okay, I think we are. Okay, we get rid of that. And then we're gonna do the seams. Was this 15 or was this 20? I feel like maybe this was 20. Okay, looks about even on both sides. Okay. What game was this song for again? Was this? I think this was Five Nights at Freddy's because I think in parentheses it says like sister location. FNAF sister location. Okay, I thought so. Do they need a bigger spacing between those? No, that's about how much space I gave those ones. Hat main seams. Delete that one. Delete that. I'll put it here. Actually, maybe some of them do need a little more room. Okay, now I have to redo the seams on the brim. Get out of here, stores. We don't need you. The brim. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, that time I did sneeze. You can see me silently sneeze. Oh. My nose kind of feels like it's going to sneeze again. Oh well. I can feel it. Okay, 20. Okay, I'm noticing the lag when I try to zoom in. I mean, if I do control plus or control minus, that's fine. But I like to zoom in by holding on Z and dragging in and out. Sometimes when I do that, it's like, I'm gonna lag now. Love this song. It is a very lovely song. I am enjoying it. I think it's already on my likes, because I think you've requested it before. Do I need to straighten any of these out? make them yellow. Okay, there we go. Now the stitching is all the same. Do I want to work on the stars? I still don't know entirely how I want to render them. Metal. Okay, maybe I'll work on something different. Maybe, hello? Can you stop flying for Photoshop? Maybe I'll ink the hat paper thing. My view mirror. I might need to use to move this palette out of the way. Where the hell is the palette? Here's the palette. Did I pick a line art color for this rope? Probably not. I guess the paper will have the same line art as the shirt. I don't think I have a color for the rope yet, do I? Is there a color for the rope here? I would not know. I don't know anymore. That's fine. We'll just do whatever. We can always change the line color. Is this the line color? Yes. Of the section of meat. Why are... I was gonna say, why is... What is this green line here? Hold on, let me turn that on. Let me figure out where this green line is. Why is there a green line on the star line? Okay. I love playing the game of what layer is this random line on? We order the brim, and then we will do whatever this is. Okay. Arfile said time for a side quest, yeah. Like, you've been focused on this for too long. How about we throw in a fun little challenge for you? What does the writing mean? This is written in the astral alphabet. This one says star, and this one says moon. That's what they say. They say star moon. Star and moon, did you say? Yeah, they say star and moon. Oh, I need to move the palette again. It got unmoved when I did Control Z. Very cool. Thank you. There's more writing on the bottom of my cloak, but people don't see it as often because it's at the bottom of my cloak. You also can't read all of it because some of it's on the back. Hello, can my computer not freeze? That would be really fun. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So you can see more of it here, but you can't read most of it because most of it's on the back. But on the loading screen, you can see a lot more of it. Whee. But I think I have the full thing written out on my character reference sheet. Glowy, yeah. The ones right here glow as well, but it's less noticeable because they're on a white background. One thing that I wanted to add is in the new model. I was planning to do it on this model, and then I was like, too much. Was to make them like the glow actually like change how glowy it is. Like sometimes it would glow more and sometimes it would glow less. Right now it's just like the same glow the whole time. But I thought it'd be fun to have it like be reactive somewhat. I don't know what I tie it to, but maybe like if my eyes go wide it can get brighter or something. Or maybe I can just have it like slowly get brighter and slowly fade a little bit, and it's just sort of like a passive animation. I don't know. We'll see when we rig it. Let me finish inking this. I am not on the right layer. I guess I'll have these on the same layer for now, but I'll probably, well, I'll just put them on separate layers. Red and yours are too. Bleeding, what a wonderful feeling. Do that. I guess, I don't know what color I'm gonna have these lines be. I think this is the hair color. Actually, I think I deliberately made sure the lines were a different brown than the hair so they would stand out. I don't think I picked the colors for this yet. Maybe I'll just go with the color and then change it. I think in my current model I made like the little knot here and these parts like all separate, and then they really didn't need to be when I rigged it. I don't know, maybe I'll keep them separate for now just in case. The back should be separate, but okay, and then the back. Here's the back. Oh, I probably need to label all these. Okay, this is star paper rope lines. S paper rope. Maybe I'll change it to S rope knot lines. This can be S rope lines. This is S rope. Now I have to name all these. What the fuck am I gonna name this? Rope bit 1 lines. I don't even know. S rope bit 2 lines. Oh my god. And then this is S rope back lines. Cool. This is the other problem with separating everything. Then you have to name every layer and you have to figure out what to name it. Let's see, where are the... Okay, so that's pretty fun. Let's do it like that. I like how in the entirety of the stream, all I've really gotten done was the hat. But you know what? A win is a win. At least I worked on it. This is more that I've done in like a year, so. Art come along so well? Thank you. I think it's looking good. I was worried that I was gonna open up this file again and be like, I hate this. But for the most part, I like it. I think the main thing is I just want to re-render the shirt. Because I think I rendered it before and I did like 15 different variations of it and I didn't like any of them. So I think I just need to do an art study of a white poofy shirt again. Renders is amazing, I think. Thank you. For the most part, I do like how the majority of it is rendered. I think sometimes I don't need to render it as much as I think I do. Like with the hat, I don't need to do more. Oh, I didn't do the hat button. That's what I should do. Did the ad break happen? I think it happened. I'm not sure. But we're past 3 hours, so I think it happened. I'm gonna assume it happened, so we can probably end it here, especially since I think I'm getting to the point where my brain is starting to feel like it's on fire. Probably by now, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I hope you're enjoying watching me work on this very, very slowly. Maybe one day we will actually get it finished if I work on it on stream. To be fair, a lot of it's rendered at this point. Like I said, I just need to like redo the shirt, and then it's mainly just like the hat and the cloak. And then I can start rigging it. Well, actually, I have to go through the whole file and combine things and rename things and make it ready for live 2D and then bring it over. But anyway, I'm glad we could at least get a bit done. I was kind of experimenting to see if it would actually work, having a file this big on stream, and it looks like it did work. It doesn't sound like the stream lagged too much, and we even had stream avatars and fish bait up, so that means we can probably work on this again at some point. Anyway, this is my last stream of the week. I should have my schedule out by Sunday. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. Maybe we'll do more art. We'll definitely do more Mother 3. There's a good chance we'll do art as well. I think I can only do 2 streams next week. But you will find out. Anyway, we should find someone to raid who is live. Let's see. Looks like a lot of people are live right now. Who is all doing what? Oh, Swishman's playing Pokemon? What Pokemon are you playing? Oh, it looks like they're playing. Is this like Fire Red or Leaf Green? Okay, maybe we'll go say hi over there. Seven Mother 3 streams so far. Yep, well, there's gonna be plenty more to go. Cause we gotta find all those 7 needles. That reminds me, we also need to finish the Yakuza art of me. Well, we'll see what I'm feeling like next week if I do an art stream. As long as I work on something, I get something done. Okay, we're gonna raid Lovso? Loevso? I hope I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, we're gonna go say hi. We're playing Pokemon right now. Oh, I gotta stretch again. Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me. I hope you had a lovely time, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye. See you back. See you. Bye. See you later. Farewell. Bye bye. Farewell.